Hey everybody, how's it going today? So today I'm going to walk you through on how I do OBS Studio, or what is now I just call, which I just knows now, which I've been wrong. It's not One BS Studio like I thought. It's called One Broadcast. It's called One Broadcast Studio. So today I'm going to walk you through on how I do it all, on how all my videos are created, and I'm going to try to do the best I can to show you guys how it's all done. So without further ado, I'm going to take you to the website first, and then see what happens. Excuse me, from there. So now I just had the website here. Now I just lost it. All right, where's that website? Come on. Just had the website here. Okay. So here it is, guys. One Bed Studio. Here's the link for it right here. And it's an awesome link. Why are you not showing up here? Okay, why are you not showing? Hold on. I thought it was going to show here. Okay, here's the link. Right here. Here's the link, guys. Here's the link. And I'm going to get rid of this for a second here, and I'm going to come back to that here in a second. So here's the link. It's called Open Broadcaster Software. If you have a Windows, click on the Windows here. If you have a Mac, go to Mac. And if you have a Linux computer, go to that and follow the instructions. Pretty simple process. I'll click on Windows because I have a Windows HP right now. So here's what it looks like. And then you're directed to some multiple links here. And then what you want to do is going on here to the bottom, I believe. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. Okay, I thought I had all my notes in credential order here. Okay, no, that's not it. So read all through this, which I'm reading. Okay, read full. Where is it here? Oh, duh, it's right here. So you, on your window, on your Firefox or Google, it should pop up as right here at the top. It'll say OBS Studio right here. OBS Studio, open that file, follow all the instructions, let it install like all this is showing here, and then hit all install, follow the instructions. But I'm not going to install it again because there's no need to install it on my computer. But anyway, there's how it all works, guys. Here's how it all works. So then what you want to do when it gets all ready and downloaded, I'm going to go back over to here for a minute. And here's what it looks like. Here's the main setup. Now, what's going to happen is, for example, it'll be all blank. Try to ignore all this mirror thing. I don't know why it's mirroring up here, but anyhow, just ignore that for now. And then what you want to do is create your own scenes. Each and have how many scenes you want. For example, I'm going to just create a fake scene here. So and what the heck am I doing? That's a good question because I don't know what I'm doing right now. So here's how OBS starts. You put your camera up here in the corner, for example. Okay, and then whoa, my camera's taking a ride. Now I have a green screen in the background here, and that really helps with the propagation and the imagery and all that stuff. And then I'll hit that for you real quick here. I'm gonna go here. Hold on, I'm still trying to get my bearings here because I just lost everything here for some reason. Okay, now hold on. I'm going to explain everything here in a second so that you guys can watch over me, but apparently I lost everything. So let's see. Okay, so here's what it looks like when you first get the program all situated and ready to go. I'm going to get myself back up here at the top where I belong. I don't know why it's not going up there. Okay, so here's what it looks like, guys. Here's what it looks like. So just ignore the mirroring thing for now. Ignore that for a second. And we're going to focus right here at the bottom. So when you create your own sources and scenes, for example, if I can get it down here to the thing, this will all be blank, for example. This all right here will be blank. And I'm going to fix my filters here for a second so I'm not blending in so much here. Okay, and I'm going to all come back to this the best I can here. And this is how I set up my green screen to make it all work out. See how the green screen just helped it make it go away, the background? That made it so much easier, so much easier. All right. Okay, so when you first get OBS, what you want to do here, it's going to be blank. These will not be up, for example. All this will not be up. So you're going to create your own scenes here. I put intro to DMR, cam, action, which is my studio, live and subscribe, and all of that, etc. So what you want to do is you want to get, when you have your camera, you're going to hit video capture here at the top, and here's what pops up. I'm not sure if that's showing up or not. And then what you want to do here is find your camera source, which is all 1080p Pro system, which is this little MIDI guy right here. They're all named 1080p Pro system. Why? I don't know. Don't ask me. So that's one example. Then when you find your right camera source, you click on one of them. I have 3 or 4 of them going on right now because of the camera here that you're watching, and then the clock camera. Then what you want to do is you want to get that done. And then, for example, let's say you want to change the background, for example. That's when all this comes in. Image. I'm going to click on image. Excuse me, I sneezed. So anyway, so then that's how that works. And then I have multiple scenes here. I like to use these free scenes that I find on air. So here's what this one looks like, for example. You click on that, or it can be moving around. You can have it move around, or etc. And then what you want to do is flip-flop them around so that you're at the top and then you're visible all the time. So anyway, that's how I do that. And then I add all the videos, all the fancy stuff into it, blah, blah, blah. And then, for example, what you want to do here is, if you can, you go into what's called the media source. Down here, media source. And that makes your videos move around or vice versa. So then, for example, I'll just upload something here, for example. Here's an old video that I made a few years ago of a live stream. And you can see how I made all the videos move, all the fancy stuff features go. There's me in the corner, right here, talking about who knows what. And then over here, I got, let's see, I got the Yaesu FT950 right here, if I can learn how to point in the right direction. There's the Yaesu FT950, some scenery here in the background, right above, right here. Then the hotspot, I got the hotspot going, and then with some fancy sound waves, all this and that. And then I got another video I made a few years. I can learn how to point here. learn how to point. Good. So then here's how the video goes right here. Me driving down the road like during the winter. I think it was a few years ago. And yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. And it's very simple, very fast forward. And anyway, it's not so bad, but there's a lot to this video. There's a lot to this program, and it may look overwhelming. And
it's certainly very nice to talk to you.
Pretty straightforward and not too crazy, I should say.
You'll not be your last time in the radio.
So, okay, let's get rid of
give
this
them again.
And then what you can do, another thing you can do is add your own music, add your own abbreviations and all that sort of stuff, and it's really fun. It's really fun. And this is how I create all my videos right here. This is how I all do it. And why it's mirroring, I don't know why. There's a million of me there. That's, whoa. Wonder why there's so many of me there. Okay, that's different. So, I'm not sure why it's mirroring me so much in that area for some reason. I'm not sure why that is, but anyway. That's incredible. It's incredible. Okay. So, what else am I missing here? So then, what you want to do is you can create your own ending or beginning scenes, vice versa, like this, for example. and then back to the main homepage where all the magic happens. And then, for example, like I created all this. Now, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward, not too bad, and it may look overwhelming, all this and that, but it's a big help. I mean, it helps with the media stream a lot. Oh my gosh, it helps. And then there's some other things that you can do. You can be broadcasting here on YouTube, and then I believe you can be broadcasting in 2 or 3 other different places as well, like Instagram and TikTok and Facebook Live if you so choose to. But you got to be careful when you do that, because you got to have a really powerful computer and a more powerful internet. And I got the powerful computer, but the internet is kind of lagging and kind of goofy when it gets up when I start doing it. So that's when you want to watch these guys down here for a minute. Let's see if I can zoom in. This is where you got to watch out for. Let's see here. Let's see. We can zoom in. So see what it says, the 71.44 right here? That's your internet. That's how many. You got to keep an eye on how much internet. If you're in the green, that's where you got to keep up your internet speed right there. It's how many frames per second is dropped. And then I'm not sure what the blue one stands for. And then the CPU is how much is going through the computer all at once. And then the 30 frames per second is your camera. That's your camera right there. And then this is where you stop the streaming right here. Start recording. Let's see if I can zoom in a little better. So here's where you stop the streaming if I choose to do so. Then start recording. I never used start replay buffer. I never did use that. Virtual camera, I think it's kind of like a practice mode basically. And so is studio mode and settings, I believe. The settings here is where you can have, where you need to put in your themes, your streaming, your logo like I got here on my YouTube account, all the outputs for the camera and microphones. And I would leave pretty much all that alone. Basically, I would leave all that alone just because it gets way too complicated. I never mess with any of this stuff, basically, never. And then on the keyboard, this is where the keyboard comes in handy. For example, on your keyboard, on your actual keyboard, you can hit whatever vertical background you want or vertical stop camera. Hit each and every letter. If you memorize every letter, you can do that. There's multiple ways of doing that. I never use that, basically, but some people do, some don't. But it's a really fun thing here. It really is fun. And let's see, what else what am I missing here? You what you want to do is have the best of the best if you can help it. You don't want to get a sloppy thing going on. You want to try to do the best you can here. For example, try to find a good microphone. This is called an ATS-20 microphone right here. This is a good microphone. Try to get yourself a good microphone if you so choose to get into YouTube broadcasting and all that. I have a couple of them around here. This one I use just for DMR only, because when I tried to use it for HF, it wants to cause RF feedback for some reason. Don't know why. And then here's another one I got used for HF. This is called the XLR USB microphone. This one right here. You can buy this off Amazon. I don't remember the price of it, but it's also a good microphone. You can use it for HF. And then get yourself some headphones. Very good quality headphones. So these are extra nice headphones. Audio Technical. I think they're called Audio Technica or something like that. And they really help. They really help big time. They're really awesome headphones. And hey, how you doing, Kenny? How you doing? Welcome aboard. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the live stream. I'm just doing a demonstration today of how I do One Best Studio and how I put all my videos together. And my mind is going all over the place right now. So we're bouncing all over the place this morning. Bouncing all over the place. Glad to have you on, Kenny. I'm glad to have you on. Welcome aboard. And then what I do is when I put these things together, I try to make it all look fancy, the best I can, the best I know how, and the best I can. And I'm going to just walk you through it a little bit right now. Excuse me, I keep coughing for some reason. So, for example, in all my categories, I've saved some moving GIFs, moving videos, blah, 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 all that neat stuff. So, what you want to do is, when you get into OBS Studio, you want to have it constantly looping if the video is simple and basic, pretty much. You want to click on the loop, have restart playback, have that checked, and then show nothing when playback ends. Don't need to worry about that so much. Hey, good for you. Awesome. You have a mic I use for my PC, which is a stereo XR mic. It's a Blue Yeti. Hey, that's a good mic. That's a good mic. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Kenny, for that. That's awesome. So then, what you want to do is in your video gallery or your photo gallery, wherever you have your photos or videos stored up, whatever you like to use. For example, I'm going to go down here to the bottom, and I'm going to click this one, for example. And this is a moving video GIF right here. This is a moving one. Okay. So let's see. Let's go up here to the top, get myself in picture view. And then what I do is I have the radio off here to the side, or I have the video chat here at the bottom, which is not in link right now for some reason. Don't know why. So that's when display capture comes in, or Windows capture, one of the two. I believe it should be display. Yeah, display. Okay. And then if you so choose so, like here, I don't know if you're still there, Kenny, but here in the chat box, what I'll do is I'll do this, and then I'll go up, and I'll make this come down here in the bottom. And then there's my chat box where I can watch all my chat live. And then I can crop it down, do all this and do that. And that's another neat feature. I can do that. Yeah, and it's really neat. It's really neat. And then I'll add another camera here. Hold on, let's see if it'll work. I'm going to add this camera, see if it'll come in. Hopefully it will. It may not be hooked up, but we're going to find out here. So then what you want to do, let's see. Let's get out of this for a second. I'm going to delete that video moving thing for a second. And then, let's see, hit display capture again. Let's go here, go there. Why is this not working now? When you want it to work, it doesn't. Okay, there's the website. We don't need the website for right now. So that's not what we need. Let's see. Why is this not working now? Sometimes it gets a little weird and finicky. It can get a little strange. I have to delete then reactivate. Okay, there's a pop-up window you can open within OBS that links to your chat. Oh, I did not know that. Okay. I thought that's what this was right here all along, I thought. Okay. I did not know that. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to try Windows Capture again. Nope, that's not it. I think it was Display Capture. I'm trying to think here. Let's see. There we go. That's what I'm looking for right there. Let's see. Trying to get back up here to the top. Now I lost my train of thought where I was going with this. I just lost my train of thought now. Oh, the camera. I was going to try and link up another camera. That's what I was trying to do. Okay. So, let's see. Let's see if we get another camera into here. So then I go into here, look for the camera, which isn't working for some reason now, but whoa, don't need music right now. Okay, so that's there. Got too much going on. So let's see here. So what you want to do, see there's my hotspot, my DMR radio hotspot. I can add that camera in, but what I'm really looking for is the other camera, which is not linking in for some reason. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. It's the wrong camera. See, there's my clock. Not sure why that's not working the way it's supposed to now. Sometimes it gets weird. I don't get it. See, I'm trying to hook up my camera, but it's not the right camera. So, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to use a different camera. Yeah, I agree there. For me, it's use OBS with a browser source to locally capture my other computer, which is trouble streaming to the internet, but no trouble. Yeah, that's true. I have that same issue. I have that same issue. But anyway, here's how I do this. Then I have a camera here. Let's say I wanted to put that right here, for example. And then what I'll do is I'll get another image. Let's just look for something here, for example. Let's see. I'll use one of my okay, so this is one of my other favorite ones I like to use a lot. Let's see. I'm going to try and get an example here. Got too much going on. So when I'm putting the studio together, for example, I'll come down here like this, and then I'll try to match it up the best I can. Okay, try to do that, and then put this here, for example. I'll have myself in the center sometimes, or off to the side or to the bottom, and then I'll put the radio itself on the other side, for example. Sometimes I'll do that, or this is just an example of how I do it. But other than that, it's not too bad. Got a couple of people on DMR right now. Got a VU3 Bravo Papa uniform going on right now, looks like. And then his name is Arun or something like that. That's pretty much that. But yeah, it's amazing. This software is truly amazing. It's helped me out a lot with ham radio and how to broadcast and how to show off my skills and all that. It's just like wow, I'm really impressed, and it helps me a lot. I mean, truly a lot. I mean, wow, it's just amazing, and I did not. Are you new to the channel, Kenny? I'm just wondering. Are you new to the channel? I don't ever remember hearing you before. I'm just wondering. Are you a gamer or? I'm just wondering. Okay. Which DMR? I'm listening to DMR at the moment myself. I'm on Talk Group 91. Talk Group 91. It's a digital ham radio world. It's a digital ham radio. It's called digital mobile radio, basically, where you can transmit over the airways through internet. Okay. Oh, awesome. Okay, good deal. Well, welcome aboard. I'm glad to have you on, Kenny. I'm glad to have you on. Well, that's awesome. Wow. I'm glad. Yeah, normally I do a lot of DMR live through Monday through Thursday, basically. I used to do it on Saturday nights, but then I kind of took a break and just decided to go early mornings instead. Well, awesome. Good to have you on. I'm glad. I wonder where my other friends are today. They're not here today. Normally Roundhouse is on and a couple other people are here today, but they're not on today. Not sure where they're at. Must be they fell asleep or something. But yeah, I do all kinds of ham radio stuff here. I mean, the channel is all dedicated to ham radio, and how I do it is through this software. It's amazing. And what I've been thinking of doing, and I'm not sure if I'm still going to do it or not, I'm kind of debating. I tried to do it the other day, but it didn't go quite to plan. I'm thinking of maybe trying to do a live stream 24/7 of DMR. I'm thinking of trying to do that. Maybe just have it broadcast all day long and just have it go all day like that. I'm thinking about that. Not for sure if I'm going to do it yet, but it's an idea. Here, I'll show you the rest of it, Kenny. While you're there, I'll show you the rest of it. My other scene here. I'm going to deactivate that. I'm going to I'm going to do is go back over to... Can you hear me now? How about now? I think I had the microphone off again. Okay, it should be on right now. Should be. I think that did the trick. Well, for the heck of it, let's just listen to a little bit of DMR today. Let's just see what's going on. Maybe there's something going on. Okay. Yep, so that was it. I had the microphone off on this end. All right, let's see. Got an M7 TST on right now. Let's see if we can hear him for a few minutes here. Oh, I heard something beeping.
Mike 7 Whiskey, Mike November. Standing by for any calls.
Hey, he's looking for anybody with any calls. Wow. Let's see if he gets anybody. Then if not, maybe I'll talk to him. Wow. For an India person, England. Wow. Few people are checking in this morning on Talk Group 91.
Yeah, I'm Mike 7, Mike Whiskey November, Elite. This was M3GCA. There was a KY4IV kept trying to come in, also a Victor uniform and a 2E0. But you're working fine there, Philip. M7, Whiskey Mike November, M3GCA.
Nice.
Roger M3 Golf Charlie Alpha. This is Mike 7 Whiskey Mike November. Hi, the name's Phil, Papa Hotel India Lima. And as you can tell by my call sign, because I see yours and that KRZ. And I'm here in central Scotland, here in Livingston. Hi, back to you, Mike 3 Golf Charlie Alpha. This is Mike 7 Whiskey Mike November.
Yeah, okay there, Phil. Well, nice to meet you. I'm actually on a group at the moment. We've got 12 people trying to sort somebody out, setting a Pi-Star up. But I'll just have to be monitoring our ear as well. Okay, I'll say 7-3. I'm good on QRZ, by the way, Phil. If you want to look me up, down at the bottom of the page, you can see where we are at the moment. Mike 7, Whiskey Mike November, Mike 3, Golf Charlie Alpha, 7-3.
Wow. That's interesting. Wow, that's amazing. So, yeah, that's how I do DMR. That's how I do DMR, Kenny. I get it all situated and broadcasted onto OBS, and that's how I all do it. It's quite amazing, but it's a lot of work to put through. It's a lot of work, and it's well worth it. It's well worth it. I used to do broadcasting with it through Instagram and then a little bit of Facebook, and the problem I had with Instagram was I did not like the vertical streaming. It would just only show just that much. For example, I hope this doesn't do it, but this is what it was showing when I did the mic on vertical streaming, and I hated it. I hated it. It was so bad. It was just ridiculous how bad I hated it. I could not stand that way of looking vertical on Instagram. When I used to do vertical Instagram streaming on with OBS, and oh boy, did I hate it. That was not good. But anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna keep the stream up for too long here. I just wanted to make a quick video of where to go for the website, on how to do it all. It's called One Brass, One Broadcast Studio. I thought it was called One Best Studio, but I was apparently wrong. So it's called One Brass Studio. Yeah, that's true. In fact, I've even had people step on me when I'm trying to make a contact, and then they step on me. I've had that happen. It can be annoying on 91 when trying to change channels and people don't give a break. That's true. I've had that problem. I'd be talking to somebody like, for example, that Mike 7. I'd be talking to him, but then somebody else would break in, and yep, I've been there many times. But anyway, it's a very fun hobby. It's a very great hobby, and it's one of the best things I ever done. But anyway, I'm not going to keep the stream going for too long here. Just want to make a quick video on how how I do OBS, for example, One Broadcast Studio. It's a great hobby. It's great amateur radio. I love it. And I just wanted to show the website where to go, how to download it, and how it all sets up here. And it's not the best explanation, but I tried. But anyway, thank you, Kenny, for tuning in. And I think I'm going to get out of here. I'm not going to make it too long of a video. And just want to say 73s, whoever's out there that joined in, thank you, Kenny. And tune in tomorrow, and maybe we'll see what happens tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a DMR live video and maybe check back tomorrow, Kenny, and maybe we'll see what happens here. So bye-bye, Kenny. Take care. 73s. Hope to hear you again. Victor Echo 3, I think you said your call sign was Victor Echo 3 Delta Alpha Charlie. Thank you for tuning in, and have a great day. 73s.